Yo guys, it's Psycho Sibs Gaming here, and yes, I am aware that Battle for Neighborville will no longer be receiving updates starting in October, but what that means is that we have less than a month of opportunities for the developers to put this game in a functional enough state to continue to retain players for as long as possible after September. To aid in that process, I thought it would be fun to brainstorm 5 easy changes the developers could make to make Battle for Neighborville more interesting and replayable. I say easy changes because they only have 3 more weeks, so things like adding new characters, upgrades, or maps are not going to be talked about in this video. Those are unrealistic expectations to have for such a short turnaround, but the list I've come up with I believe could really do the trick. So without further ado, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy the video and hit subscribe to encourage me to make more content, and let's get into it. The first super simple addition Battle for Neighborville could implement would be a double XP weekend. So for those of you unfamiliar with the concept, it's simply a period of time, say a few days over the weekend, where all experience earned is doubled. This is something that Call of Duty does quite often to promote new game elements or to simply spur player activity during a dull period. And I think it would be a great idea to add in at least 1 or 2 double XP weekends per month. In the beginning of the month, you could add double XP to all multiplayer modes to encourage play for prize bulbs to finish the month's prize map. In the middle of the month, when it's less active, you could do a double XP weekend for character XP only that doesn't apply to prize bulbs in case the devs don't want people swamped with bulbs. Other ideas could be doing a multiplayer double coins weekend or a battle arena double XP weekend to get more players into that battle arena playlist, because I know that on PC you can't even find a game most of the time. Overall, it's a really simple concept, it's pre-programmable for the months to come, and it's an idea that could give the game a kickstart when it's needed the most. So the next idea I have to improve the game is to remove the limit on the XP machine. So right now it costs 15,000 coins to use the XP machine, but you can only use it 5 times in one day. Now one of the major problems with the game right now is that players who have emptied the Rewardotron have nothing to spend their coins on. If you remove the limit on the XP machine, then they could spend all their coins on levels. But to prevent someone with millions of coins from maxing out a character easily, you could make it so that every time the XP machine is used, the required number of coins goes up. So maybe start with 15,000 for the first 3, and then jump to 30,000, and then 45,000, and then 60,000, and so on and so on and so on. Now this limit could reset each day, but it would finally put an end to the useless coin problem. Unless you maxed out all your characters' levels, which leads me to my next topic. They should remove the character level cap. It's as simple as that. Once you reach Grandmaster 5, they should just remove the level cap. Allow players to level their characters up as high as they want. This would reward players for putting a lot of time into the game and encourage max rank players to return. There are a lot of max rank people in this game, which is kind of crazy since the game's only been out 1 year. So in my opinion, yeah, that level cap should definitely be increased, and that's pretty much all there is to say about that. Now, my fourth idea is a little more tricky, but I'd love to see some new Giddy Park events. We have had the same rotation of events for a long time now, with the only exception I believe being that gnome event for the St. Patrick's Day festival, which we of course broke and turned into a bulb farm, but that doesn't matter. Regardless of the gnome boss event, I am tired of having to ride the trolley or the merry-go-round for coins that are barely enough to get any sort of reward. And the bounty event is usually way too hard to complete. Now, it may be too much to ask for new events, but maybe at the least the developers could improve the rewards from the current events. Maybe the hidden treasure chest could give out prize bulbs or rainbow stars to the first person that finds it instead of like 10,000 coins, because that would certainly make the Giddy Park events a little more interesting. And finally, my fifth idea is to revamp the daily challenges. So right now the daily challenges reward you 2 prize bulbs each, and you can do 2 in a day. But with the reuse prize maps in the near future, I know a lot of players won't care about prize bulbs anymore, so they should honestly switch that reward over to rainbow stars. Now, rainbow stars are far too scarce in the game right now, and with the dev team leaving, we shouldn't be expecting to continue to pay for skins that aren't new. So essentially, less bulbs, more rainbow stars, and also they could make the daily challenges a little more interesting instead of just revive 5 players or get 10 kills with Oak. That would be pretty cool if they made it a little more shaken up, but I don't really care about that too much. If they just swapped over those prize balls for rainbow stars, I would be pretty happy, and I'd be pretty encouraged to play the game a few more times a week. Anyways guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully the developers won't leave us hanging at the end of September, and we'll see some decent game updates to wrap everything up, but only time will tell. So until all the game's players leave, and I will be continuing to post weekly Battle for Neighborville videos. And who knows, maybe I'll even revisit Garden Warfare or Garden Warfare 2 sometime. Speaking of other games, I'll be going live with more Fall Guys tomorrow, so be sure to turn notifications on so you know when I start streaming live to YouTube. Honestly, I don't know when that's going to be yet, but even though I've been pretty frustrated with Fall Guys lately, you all seem to enjoy when I play it, and it's pretty fun to stream and talk to you guys in chat, so we'll be doing that fun stream, chat, and chill event again tomorrow, which for time zone purposes means Friday. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't. It really helps me out, but I'll see you next time. Game on, gamers.